Welcome everyone to the game between Arjun Erigaisi from the PBG Alaskan Knights taking on Anish Giri from the Alpine SG Pipers. A very important game here for both sides, especially the PBG Alaskan Knights, as they have lost all their battles. In fact, Arjun, who's usually excellent at these shorter formats, rapids and blitz, also hasn't scored a single win. He has 3 draws and a loss to Wesley So. Quite unusual for him. He opens the game with pawn to d4, knight f6, c4, e6. Knight comes out to f3, and we have the queen's gambit declined. Is it going to be d5 by Anish? Yes, he plays it. Pawn to d5, knight comes out to c3, and now pawn to c6. He builds up a semi-Slav setup. Bishop goes to g5, h6. One of the sharpest lines here. Will Anish take on c4? No, he doesn't. He plays this very solid bishop e7, e3, castles as black. Queen comes out to c2, and Anish brings his knight here. And Arjun plays g4. Now this move has been played only 2 times before in a position that was reached so many times. And this is all preparation. It's actually not particularly the best engine move. In the database you see g4 has been played once by Arjun's former coach Viktor Mikhalevsky. Pawn takes pawn, he goes rook g1, he lines up the rook opposite the black king, and now he comes back, knight f6. Anish very solid in general. White castles, and now this is opposite sides castling position. This is very interesting. b5 makes a lot of sense here to protect the pawn and to start sort of, maybe pushing your pawns on the queen side. Anish goes knight d5. This is an error because now Arjun can simply chop the pawn on c4 with his bishop, and he is better because he recovers back one of his pawns. His pieces are amazing. Black pieces are all passive. So I wonder what Anish thought when he played the move knight to d5. It's completely seems wrong here, this move. He takes, bishop takes c4. Maybe somewhere you want to think about f5, but it weakens the e5 square tremendously. b5 played now, attacking the bishop, and bishop b3, d3, bishop e2 are good moves. Takes on d5. If you take the bishop now, I'll simply play knight e7 or even knight c7, and it's clearly better position for white. So he takes on d5, and now Arjun just has to drop his bishop back. He can even take the pawn, but why to take it? He just goes bishop d3. Fantastic move. And now Anish Giri would want to get the rook down the c file. He plays bishop a6, defending the pawn, getting ready to play rook c8. King goes to b1, a very calm, quiet move, getting the king out of the c file. Rook c8 played here, attacking the queen. But guys, queen e2, and notice how each of the white pieces is going to play a part in the king side attack. Anish tries to move his king to the side of the board. He is expecting a huge attack coming his way, and he's trying to play calmly. Knight jumps to e5, and now knight to f6, and the best move is bishop f4, attacking the h6 pawn, kind of getting the queen into the zone with queen f3. All of this become possible, and look at that bishop on a6 doing absolutely nothing. Even the rook is on the open file but has nothing much to do. It's just been 18 moves and bishop f4 found. Anish is so uncomfortable here. He's trying to defend with all his might. He plays queen e8, but queen f3, one after another, the white pieces are entering in as reinforcements. Rook g8, And perhaps it's time to now unleash the Gandhivam. Bishop takes h6 by Arjun, and now after pawn takes on h6, he goes queen f4, attacking the h6 pawn. It's going to be a checkmate here. Rook to g5, trying to stop it. But it's not possible because rook takes rook, a fantastic move here. And Arjun takes it. Takes, and queen takes, and now queen h6 would lead to a mate because the bishop is here, the rook is ready to swing over the g file, and there's hardly anything that can be done. Knight h7, queen h5, threatening not just a mate but also knight f7, rook g1 coming in. Anish resigns. Arjun scores a very important win in just 25 moves, and you could see that smile on Anish's face. This is something that has kept Anish in great stead at the top level chess, because even after losses he takes them so well. He's analyzing this position, and if we look at the key error that was made in this entire game, it comes back to move number 12, where if black had played the move b5, we would have gotten a fighting game of chess. I think Anish may have not liked some positions, like let's say knight e5, but even if you take pawn takes knight d5, this is a very playable position. Even though let's say e4, maybe you're losing a piece, but when you take, I'll take back, so that would give me quite a lot of pawns. And instead, when he played knight d5, bishop c4, and you can see how Arjun just completely crushed his opponent. And this is not how generally you win against a 2700 plus or a super GM like Anish Giri, who's playing with the candidates this year. But well, sometimes it happens. And with this, Arjun becomes the first player to score a win for the PBG Alaskan Knights, because their team hadn't won a single match, nor had any player won a single game. And with this, their team actually won the first match in this tournament.